Notre Dame's frenzied home win proves what college football's brass doesn't want to hear. The postseason belongs on campus. Let's be honest here, college football has its issues. You know them. You've heard them a million times. The transfer portal drama. The nil chaos. And let's not forget the huge disparity in resources between schools. College football is messy right now. And many things need fixing. But what happened last Friday night? Well, that was not one of those things. In fact, it might just be the cure for everything that's gone wrong with the sport. On a snowy night in South Bend, Indiana, amid freezing temperatures and the iconic Notre Dame campus, college football delivered a historic postseason moment that left fans cheering, snowflakes falling, and the future of the playoff system getting a little clearer. It was the first ever college football playoff game hosted on a college campus. And if you missed it, let me just tell you, you missed magic. A postseason game at Notre Dame, a glorious vision of what college football should be. Here's the picture. A snow-covered Notre Dame campus. Thousands of passionate students and fans bundled up in layers of coats, scarves, and mittens. The Golden Dome standing tall in the background. Touchdown Jesus smiling down from the side of the stadium. And the famous linebacker lounge buzzing with excitement. The atmosphere? Electric. This is college football in its truest form. On the campus where it all began. It's real, it's gritty, and it's everything we love about this game. In the very first college football playoff featuring the 12-team bracket, Notre Dame, the number 7 seed, took on number 10 seed Indiana in a matchup that made history. Notre Dame emerged victorious, winning 27-17 in front of a packed house at Notre Dame Stadium. Surrounded by all the magic and pageantry of college life. It was perfect. Sure, the game itself may have lacked the kind of nail-biting drama we crave, except for a certain 98-yard touchdown run by Jeremiah Love, which was a thing of beauty. But the atmosphere? It was absolutely electric. Imagine college football on a cold, snowy night, with the whole campus coming alive, the band playing the fight song, the cheerleaders hyping up the crowd, and students practically vibrating with excitement before the game. Notre Dame Stadium, with its 94 years of history, felt like it was alive with tradition. This is where college football belongs. The postseason should be on campus, not in a sterile stadium somewhere in a big city. This is college football's soul, the campus, the fans, the community, the real college experience. And Friday night proved it. The magic of campus football. The pageantry of the evening was unforgettable. It wasn't just the game, it was the whole experience. You had students showing up at 7 a.m. to tailgate, braving the cold to stand in long lines to get into the game. By noon, tents were already set up on campus, smoke billowing from grills, and fans were cracking open their Miller High Lifes, high-fiving and hugging for warmth. The spirit of college football was on full display. Notre Dame even moved their final exams up a day, just to make sure their students could get their tailgating in before the big matchup. Inside the stadium, it was a full-on celebration. The Jumbotron displayed its usual antics, everything from a singing gerbil wearing a leprechaun hat to a priest getting the crowd hyped up with a rendition of Mo Bamba. And at halftime, Jerome Bettis, the legendary Notre Dame alum, revved up the crowd with a speech that made everyone feel like they were part of something bigger than just a football game. The game, a solid win. But more than just the score. On the field, Notre Dame took control early and never really let up. They suffocated Indiana's high-powered offense with a mix of coverages and pressures, not allowing a touchdown until the 87th minute of the game. It was a classic Notre Dame performance, a team that's good at the little things, controlling the clock, running the ball, and shutting down their opponent's biggest strengths. Despite Indiana's attempts to make it a game, it was clear who was in control. Coach Marcus Freeman was in awe of the environment, telling reporters afterward that he had never been part of an environment like that. And really, who could blame him? This was the kind of atmosphere that makes college football what it is, and it wasn't just about the win on the scoreboard, but about the unmatched energy that only a home game at a place like Notre Dame can produce. Why postseason games belong on campus? Here's the thing. While the NFL has its massive stadiums in big cities with all the bells and whistles, there's something about the college campus that can't be replicated. The snow, the cold, the students, All of it comes together to create an environment that no professional setting could ever match. Sure, it's freezing. And sure, the game itself wasn't the greatest thriller we've ever seen. But the experience? Priceless. This is the kind of thing we could have had years ago. Imagine if all playoff games took place on campus. The home field advantage, the atmosphere, the energy of the student body, these are all elements that money can't buy. But for some reason, the powers that be in college football haven't recognized the value in keeping the postseason where it belongs, on campus. The bowl system, a tradition, but one that might need updating. Look, I get it. The bowl system is an ingrained tradition in college football. It has provided opportunities for teams to travel, make money, and participate in iconic games for decades. The problem, however, is that bowl games are becoming less relevant, and the new 12-team format isn't helping the cause. The quarterfinals and semifinals are still being played in major cities, far away from the campuses that should host them. I'm not saying we should throw away bowl games entirely, they are a part of college football's history. But it's time to consider whether these postseason games could do more justice to the fans and the sport if they were held on campus. The future of the college football playoff could look very different if we put more emphasis on home field advantage. As we saw on Friday night in Notre Dame, the future of college football's postseason. Could campus playoff games become the norm? Here's the big question. Should postseason games stay in bowl games or move to campuses? We know that college football's playoff system has been a long time coming. And this weekend we saw a true college football postseason for the first time, on a college campus. Could this be a glimpse of what the future holds? The fans certainly seemed to think so. With the economic impact on South Bend estimated to be around $40 million. It's hard to ignore how significant this could be for local economies. It's not just about football, this is about a full-scale college experience. One that only happens on a college campus. Closing thoughts, a historic night. A glimpse of what could be. In the end, Notre Dame's win wasn't just a win for the team. It was a win for college football fans. A reminder of what makes this sport so special. The snow, the cold, the students, the atmosphere, it was a spectacle that could only have happened on a college campus. And as we move forward with the new playoff format, let's hope that this weekend's excitement is just the beginning of a larger shift in college football. As quarterback Riley Leonard said, gazing at the stadium after the game, special place. History was made here, and for that, we'll always remember it. Well, folks, that's it for today's video. What a weekend it has been for college football. And what a reminder that the heart of the sport is still on college campuses. If you loved this moment as much as we did, be sure to hit that subscribe button. Give us a thumbs up. And share this video with your friends who need to see the magic of college football on campus. We'll be back next week with more breakdowns. So stay tuned.